Hello. Welcome to Tuesday, the day after Monday. Isn't it grand? Hope you're all keeping very well. Today, friends, we get to check out a preview build of the newest iniBuilds aircraft, the F406 Caravan II. This one, built by Reims, the company Reims Rocket. You might remember those. A French company who, under contract from Cessna, got to build all sorts of aircraft here in Europe, including the 150s, the 152s, the 172s. And Reims, well, they were bought out some years ago, but they have still left a very large impression on the aviation world. This one, the 406, well, she's based actually on a 404, and kind of based on a 402. And iniBuilds had full access to the aircraft. In fact, one of the developers actually flew this aircraft thousands of hours, and today, friends, we're going to check it out. We're going to see what it's all about and its different roles and different liveries and different configurations. I'm looking forward to this. It's an aircraft that's pretty much ready out of the box to tackle missions within Microsoft Flight Sim 24, and a general all-rounder aircraft. Anything from passenger, surveillance, maritime patrol, coast guard, cargo, it's all there with this airplane. It features that of the Pratt & Whitney PT6A engines, turboprop, loads of fun, and has a service ceiling of about 25,000 feet. It's a nice looking machine. So we're going to check it out. How's your day? Or evening? How's everything going? Productive morning again. Why'd you get up first? Well, not too early. 7 o'clock I was up. Out of it. Jesus. But we're here now, and we're going to do some flying. A little bit later on tonight, we're going to be doing some trucking, right? Our Mosa Trucking Tuesday. So until then, we're going to be going flying some fake airplanes in a fake world. I mean, right? Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So anyway, who's here? Look, you're all very welcome in. We're on the ground at the moment down in Southampton in iniBuilds Scenery, Echo Golf Hotel, India, and we're going to do our first flight up to Burning Blue Designs Torweston. We were there the other day flying in and out of Silverstone. This one, a cargo mission. We're going to go up and collect a whole load of cargo from Torweston after the Grand Prix, and then we're going to fly it somewhere else. See, that is the plan. So let's see what happens. We'll take our time with this one now. There's a lot of excitement for this general aviation aircraft, so I'm looking forward to it. Do you know, McFly, good to see you, man. He says good morning from the USA. Hello from Ireland, in Tipperary, where it's drizzling outside. Rainy, miserable stuff. Spitfire RAF 100, top of the morning to you. Hope you're well. Malky is here. Hello from sunny Scotland. Sunny Scotland. Irish Jet Red, good to see you, buddy. APU Inspector is here. Toombs, you're very welcome aboard. Captain Sickbag, my dude. Thoughts go out to you, my guy. Hope you're well. It is great to see you. Hummer is in the house. Good to see you. John C is here, lurking over the coffee. Ooh, nice. 98 Vulcan says, good evening from Gosford, Australia. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. I'm stupid. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning. Gibbo Ireland is here. Good to see you, Gibbo. The Limbics, good morning or evening. Around for a few minutes before venturing to the land of Nod. Smart Cars is working smooth this afternoon. Nice. Nick is here. Good to see you. Who else come in the door now? Reek is here. Or Rek. Welcome aboard. James, it's raining in Ireland. The shock. Right, the shock. Hummer says, yes, sunny Scotland, top of the morning. It's really sunny in Scotland? That's nuts. PH Roy is here, top of the morning to you, Roy. Hope you're well. Mac Vision, good morning. Sir Camsalot, my dude, from Mongoshlan Nua. Welcome aboard, man. Kind of sunny in the Netherlands at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's doing today. It's kind of, mad. It's mad, right? That's what's happening. Who else come in the door here now? Look, we have other peoples. We have Ants Gaming, top of the morning to you. Matteo Hinson is here. Good to see you. Very good morning to you. Tazzy, welcome in, Tazzy. Gary Moore. Evening, Moore from Brisbane in Australia. Good to see you, Gary. Hope you're well, man. Joseph Jolly, you're very welcome aboard. Hope all is well. Just Willie is here. Friend of mine flew out of Edinburgh to Knock. Apparently the terminal is a porta-cabin in Knock. Probably would be, yeah. That would make a lot of sense. Do you know what I mean? Zyron, good to see you. I hope that's how we pronounce it. It's 9.7 degrees. Oh, Jesus. It's still dark outside for McFly. Are you serious? It's about 14 or 15 degrees here at the moment. It's drizzly, rainy, miserable, kind of, There'll be no grass cutting today, right? Oh, you're in Limburg. I love Limburg. Maastricht. The Vriethof Square over the Moss. Yes, I know it very well. It's a beautiful place. The Governor pub in Maastricht. I know it well. I know it well. I got drunk. Well, let's just say they've craft beers in there that would change the complexion of your eyeballs, right? It was absolutely fantastic stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a blast of this machine. PT6A engines, we're used to these turboprops, but I wanted to have a look at the features and to see what we can actually do with this plane. We know that the sound set has been designed by none other than Echo 19, and yeah, I mean, you can probably see, we'll have a closer look at it now, but some of the modelling on this, they obviously got a scan of the aircraft. It is exquisite. Beautiful, absolutely stunning looking. So we're going to have a blast at this, right? So let's see. I'm going to press this button here and then go straight into it, lads, because, oh, jeez, it's a noise. Because I'm very excited about this machine, you see. So what do we know about it? Well, it wasn't actually mass produced. There wasn't a lot of them built. Just under 100, according to this count. Manufactured between 1983 and 2013, right? And, well, rumour has it these things are going to go back into production soon, which is very interesting. The 406 Caravan, it's a twin turboprop engine, 14-seat low-wing monoplane of conventional aluminium airframe, and also has steel, but mainly with the engine internal parts, the exhaust, the landing gear, and so on. Construction. It's a development of Cessna 404 with two Pratt & Whitney PT6A turboprop engines. The aircraft first flew in September 1983, and it was produced by Reims Aviation until the company's 2013 demise. The 406 is aimed at passenger and small cargo transport, as well as civilian and military surveillance. For extra cargo capacity, a cargo pod can be fitted to the belly of the aircraft, and iniBuilds have modelled all that for us. Though the 406 is more expensive to operate than the single-engine aircraft with the same capacity, such as the Caravan, the 208, having two engines made it comply with the European regulations regarding commercial operations, which, for a long time, only allowed multi-engine aircraft for commercial instrument flight rules. In March 2014, Reims Aviation was acquired by the Chinese-owned Continental Motors and renamed ASI Aviation. Two incomplete airframes were finished in France before a shift to mobile in Alabama, with new avionics, electrical and hydraulic systems, a new autopilot, and an engine choice of current Pratt & Whitney PT6A 135s or indeed piston engines. Continental. The type certificate transferred, but only had approval to produce spare parts and not the entire aircraft. Ooh. So the operators, this aircraft has seen operations in Australia for Aero Logistics and also the Australian Customs and Border Protection Service, in France for Air Saint-Pierre and also the French Army, in Germany, Air Taxi Europe and also the Technische Universität Braunschweig. Great bunch of lads. In Greece for the Hellenic Coast Guard, Nambia, it operated there for its fisheries and marine resources. The Republic of Korea Navy operated these. Senegal operated them, as did the United Kingdom with RVL Aviation, and that's where iniBuilds got access to this particular aircraft. Has a crew of one. It's let me see here. Power plant is the PT6A turboprop, 500 horsepower per engine, shaft horsepower per engine. It's giving you 1,000 horsepower. The thing is, it's a machine, right? Maximum speed should chug along at about 229 knots. It'll cruise at about 205 to 210. Service ceiling of technically 30,000, but I think these go to 25,000. And yeah, it's a very nice machine. What iniBuilds are working on? Well, the aircraft features exterior realism, including high-fidelity model based on 3D scans, custom Fowler flaps, exhaust effects, propeller blur, and more. The authentic sounds have been reproduced by Echo 19 Audio Productions, including that of our PT6A turbines and the Macaulay 3-blade propellers. Ooh. We also have the mission support for 2024, passenger, VIP and cargo missions, fully integrated GTN 650. So it uses the Asobo GTN 650, but it can also work with the PMS and also the TDS 650 units as well. Hot swappable GTN modes, we can go have a look at that. A modern EFB, multiple aircraft variants, so it includes that of passenger transport, cargo utility, surveillance, maritime patrol, and also environmental response, including a sprayer, right, for oil spills and the like. Dynamic loading based on the SIM or EFB input. Functional surveillance systems, animated gyro stabilized camera, aerial survey mode with GPS line tracking, Coast Guard SLAR, SLAR, and also AIS ship detection, an interior surveillance ops station with a photo capture support. The custom autopilot is designed for realistic single pilot operations and advanced nav support with a detailed lighting system which individually adjusts cockpit lighting and rotatable light stalks. A lot of cool lights on this. Accurate electrical system simulation with selected circuit breakers being operational. The aircraft will be released soon. They're pricing it at £24.99. And the fact that iniBuilds are now giving this out to content creators, well, we know it's on a very, very short final indeed. How are you? Okay, but yeah, so it's on a short final if we have it here now, right? The temp is upsetting my fiberglassing repair on your car. Oh, Jesus. 2025, definitely a banner year for GA, right? What doesn't it do? Big Al, good to see you. Greg Bremen's here, good to see you. Hope all is well. Tempo Lizard, howdy all. Great to catch a day stream. I'm off to work with a tooth infection, you poor old devil. Mother to God, the pain. Oh, jeez. Bit of salt water and gargle. The Limbic says one of these aircraft had to ditch in the strait between the island I grew up on, Stuart, and Invercargill in 1997. The pilot ditched it expertly. Still, it sunk quickly and half the passengers, including the pilot, made sure everyone was out. However, he died due to hypothermia. The rescue effort was not great. Had the closer boat responded, everyone may have survived. Laws changed as a result. Oh, Jesus. Laws changed as a result. That's mad, Limbics. Jesus. Yeah, like, look, it's very much an active aircraft, and I think iniBuilds have captured this quite well. So we'll go in and start looking around at the gadget. So we have these beautiful PT6A engines. They look absolutely stunning. The Pratt & Whitneys, you always know the PT6s, they all have that unique exhaust. That's how you, that's one of the first things you're going to notice. It's the state of it, right? So, yeah, it's pretty nice. So we have our Macaulay three-bladed prop. We have our nice spinner here, beautifully textured as well. Look at that. Look at the detail on it, lads. Real nice. So we have our intakes. There's also something unique about the intake with the inertial separator being on the lower part, right? So ice and foreign object debris and all that jazz. So our inertial separator is down below, and you can see where the exhaust comes out here. I mean, look, you can see all the textures even on the side engine cowling. Looks very, very nice, doesn't it? One thing I think is incredible here, the textures, but also the mapping of the model. You can see this thing, you can see all the little dents and imperfections on it. Isn't it absolutely incredible? Like you can see here with the, is it fuel or engine oil? I'd say that's engine oil. That's class looking. We have an ice light here built onto the side. And then we have the leading edge of the wing. Traditional ice protection. They're the boots. So the idea is they'll expand. They snap away the ice. We have our lights here. Landing lights. Then onto our strobe and our nav lights. It looks very, very nice. There's plenty of dirt and grime in the aircraft. And it does look incredible. The texture work here is incredible, isn't it? Phenomenal artistry work, and all the decals are like so incredibly accurate. You can read every single decal here. Fuel cells, I mean, look, you can see how clear that is. Look, it's very good, isn't it? So moving down towards the landing gear, I watched a video from iniBuilds. These are an interesting set of landing gear. It's the shape of them. They're a trailing gear, right? Meaning that our main suspension, our main gear strut comes down, and then you have a suspension strut behind it. But what makes these things particularly robust, it's because they have a trailing gear, and this is similar. You might have seen this on other aircraft such as the F-18 and indeed the Jag. Very, very nice, right? Dead's Angel, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. So it looks excellent, and again the detail here, lads, it's spot on, and even the decals in here, look. So the MG fill instructions: rotate the hex screw on valve assembly to lift external valve poppet. The fact that you can read all of that, isn't it mad? So we have various fuel drain ports. We have just a whole load of detail. The cargo pod is on this variant of the aircraft. It comes with a number of different variants. So this one we've gone with is a cargo variant, and there's a whole load of doors and stuff we can open and close here, including the main cargo doors. And you can see this twin door. I mean, it just makes for a lot of space. It's wider than that of a pallet. and this can carry quite the load as well. So moving towards the rear of the aircraft, you can see your static ports here. Now this is pre-release, so you might see one or two imperfections. There might be a bug here and there, right? But we'll have to wait and see what happens. The aircraft identification number, aviation. Let's see here now. TCA54 serial number, and then the model, which of course is the F406. So towards the tail of the aircraft, just again, the tail is a beautiful shape. It might look very familiar, that sort of shape. If you know the likes of the Saab, right? Very, very similar. Very similar to the tail assembly of the Saab. And even a Beechcraft, right? So it does look super duper. Again, static ports coming over to the right hand side. Again, the cargo pod underneath. You have the trailing edge of the wing. And even with the gear hinges here, look. Just savage detail on this. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Various tie-down points, again, looking at the engine, another ice light, and our second PT6. It just looks fantastic. And on the fuselage, I mean, this is what I'm saying, like, look at all the imperfections. It's not perfectly straight. It's all dinted and bashed, and you know what I mean? It's cool looking. Now, I have noticed there doesn't seem to be a custom tail registration option, at least with this livery. We'll check out the other liveries today as well. Plenty of doors and little, you know, latches and all this jazz we can open and close. Looking at the forward landing gear. Great detail on the tyre. Goodyear tyre. Savage looking. It just looks incredible. This is the advantage of having a laser scan of an aircraft. They can capture absolutely every little bit of imperfection with the aircraft. See Cessna published maintenance manual for landing gear rigging instructions, right? And again, it's not built by Cessna. It's built under contract by Cessna, and it was Reams Aviation who did it. You see our pitot static tubes up the front, and what else do we have here? It's just cool looking. Like the nose on the thing. Look at the length of the nose, lads. Freaking huge, right? Huge nose. Where are you calling big nose? Hey, Jeff is here. Good to see you, Jeff. So excited for this. Worked on these a lot back in your cargo days. No way, man. DK is here. Good to see you. Protty, welcome aboard. Yeah, this is badass looking, isn't it? Like the detailing looks superb. It's amazing just how good when we talk about a model scan, what it can do. You know what I mean? So various antennas up on the top here, GPS and VHF and the like. As we maneuver our way then into the cabin, right? This one here being a cargo configuration. I mean, look at the room you have. Isn't it absolutely mad, lads? There's loads of room in this aircraft. So we have our own bag and baggage here at the back. And then we have our main cargo space, cargo netting. And this, it's dynamic... it's dynamic cargo, so I think the more you add in, well, the more boxes and all this sort of jazz. So we'll check out all the variants of this today. We're going to start off with the cargo one, only because, well, it looks so freaking nice, doesn't it? Cargo flights, and look at the detail inside. Like it's whatever you saw on the outside, well, they've managed to capture it on the inside as well. It looks fantastic. So we'll leave the drone cam and we'll jump into the internal cam, and let's see what it looks like then from the business chair of what we're looking at. So similarities, of course, are going to be drawn to the 404. So we're going to have our main panels over here on the left hand side. One thing to note, we do have a number of circuit breakers which are modelled and they work. Some, not all, I think, but there's a good selection of them here. So circuit breakers are up and running. That's a good start. Again, we've more decals down here. Parking brake to apply, depress the rudder pedal, unlock the handle, pull out and relock. So it's like a pressurized system, similar to what you see in the Comanche. Here's the rudder pedals down here. And again, it's just, look at the detail. High resolution textures, even the floor mat. Jesus. Plenty of attention to detail has gone in on this one. Looking down towards our center console, we can see that we have fuel systems here with tanks and cowl flaps. We have nose trim on the left, but then we have aileron, it looks like, or could be rudder. We have an autopilot master or autopilot control switch, up, down, roll, and autopilot yaw dampener switches. Down for yaw dampener, up for autopilot and yaw dampener. Prop sync phase, so we can turn it on or off. Prop sync, I suppose. We have our condition levers, we have prop, and we have our throttle or power. There's your aileron or your elevator trim. Over down here on the left hand side, again, we have a whole load of circuit breakers. They're all modeled. All the switches here for the lights. I mean, look at the level of customization. You can really get the lights levels where you want them. It's not just an on-off switch. They're dimmer switches, right? External lights are just beneath that. Coming on over here, we have some of our master switches. We have our master ignition and engine. We have our generators and battery switch, fuel boost, our propeller. We have a governor and an auto feather, your pitot and static, your stall vanes. This is all part of your anti-ice systems or de-icing systems, avionics bus left and right, and then your fuel control heaters left and right. They all seem to be modelled. Obviously on the yoke, we have this tablet, and the tablet moves with the yoke. And what iniBuilds have added for the first time, we have Navigraph integration, which is absolutely deadly. So we can turn on Navigraph here. We can have a look at our chart. So if we were to type in aircraft control disabled when inputting text, Echo Golf Hotel India, and we'll enter that. That's Southampton. If we have a look at the airport, see the chart in here. Move this guy in, and let me see here now. Can't do much there. Turn the chart all right. Day or night mode if you want it, and then you can zoom in. Up there you did it. So that's pretty cool. We have all our charts working here, which is just nice. Now in terms of charts, I don't believe we have the overall map. So it's just for looking specifically at your charts, because you have the switch down here to turn on or off your Navigraph charts. Nice touch, right? So let's look at the Owl airport here, because we're going to be using that when we're taxiing out of here. What else do we have? So the home screen, we have METARs, so we can type this in, Echo Golf Hotel India, search, and we're going to get a METAR. We can see that the winds are 330 at 7 knots, varying between 290 and 030. Great visibility, few clouds, 3,200 feet, 17 degrees Celsius, 7 degrees dew point, and our QNH 1019er. We can also import from SimBrief, for which I have created a flight, and here we have our operational flight plan loaded in straight away. That's so handy. This is great from iniBuilds because it's, and like, do you know what's cool? As you're flying along, the thing moves, like, right? Deadly. So we can see our flight plan here. Now we also have our ground control. There are an absolute deluge of stuff we can open and close here. Let's go with it. Cargo bays, emergency pilot exits. Now, as I say, some things mightn't work because it's a beta, or not even a beta, it's pre-release, so we'll have to wait and see. But you have internal, your interior door control and your external door control. If you jump outside, well, you can just see everything can be opened. And of course, you can walk around the aircraft and open and close these things yourself as well. So the cargo pods, they don't seem to be working just yet, right? And I can't seem to appear the chocks or the tie downs. So we'll put that down to being a pre-release aircraft. But like, look at the space you have, apart from what's inside the aircraft. I mean, look at the space, like, you'd probably get a set of golf clubs in that, wouldn't you? Look at the size of it. And then of course, up at the very front, look at how much cargo we can throw into the front here. Like, isn't it mad? The space you have in this aircraft is absolutely incredible. It's pretty cool. All the other doors, emergency exits here. There's a glitch. There's an, or is it? Yeah, there's a bit of a glitch there. So they need to fix that. So the window opened without the rest of it. Yeah, we can expect bugs. It's not released yet. So this sort of stuff that we find, this is useful to iniBuilds to say, lads, do you know the thing? Yeah, well, it's shagged. Do you know what I mean? So, but, you know, we feed it back to them. Emergency exits there. We already had our main doors open. There is an exit on the far side. Don't think that opened though. Yeah, so there's probably some stuff to flush it out, you know? That's how it works in the real life. That's exactly how it works. The door panel is stuck, you know what I mean? But it's a beautiful looking machine, lads, isn't it? So let's go back into here. We'll get all these doors closed. So we can just click a button, close all doors. All the animations are there as well. And if we wanted to jump out the aircraft, let's just try this in our walk around mode, right? So if I walk up to this panel here, I wonder, can we open this? No. No. Interesting. Check oil? No. No. Maybe I have to be, maybe it's part of the full walk around, but I don't see any clicking buttons here. Okay, interesting. What about the doors? No, nothing's clickable. Again, could be a bug. We just don't know. It's a collaboration between Reims and Cessna. Yeah, Blue, good to see you. So Reims would have had the contract over in Europe to build Cessna aircraft. I know that the Irish Air Corps operated, everyone thought, well, the earlier ones, they weren't Cessna 172s, they were actually called Reims rockets. And then later Cessna produced, or they bought directly from Cessna. Do you know, Wally Mal is here. Good to see you, buddy. Aviator Apollo, welcome in. Toto is here. I see you're down my neck of the woods. Put on the kettle there, will you? We'll have tea. Nick is here. Good to see you, buddy. And they used the 404 as a base. Yeah, 100%. That's what they did. Now, there's also a door here that's open. Can we close it? How do we close this door? This is going to be hilarious. We need to close that door. Let's have a look. Oh dear. I've already broke it. Main door. Okay. Close all the doors. How do we close that door? I've already broke it. I'm only here 2 minutes and I've broken it. Main door. Left cargo bay. Right cargo bay. I don't think these are working. They don't seem to be working just yet. Alright. And close the doors. I can't close that one. That's going to be a problem. We can't go flying with that door open. There is a click spot.
Look at this big Aegis.
Is the sim paused? This is going to be hilarious. Right, Murphy. Let's do a restart here. We can't go flying with a door open. Let's see what happens. Behave yourself now, sim. Imagine if it crashed. Ah, look, brilliant. All our doors are closed. Right. Now, in a walk around, can I go over it now and start messing? Oh, I don't think so. Alright, it's something to feed back to iniBuilds. But anyway, our doors are now closed. Yes, that's what we want. All is looking well here. And we'll continue on. Hang on. Put us back to where we were, Murph. Something like that. Hey, Shutter Pilot is with us, look. Alright. So, what were we doing? We're over here. So we were looking at our tablet. So let's just make sure all this is working. So we'll re-import from SimBrief. Here's our operational flight plan. Our ground controls, they need a bit of work, right? We do have a moving map. It's like the standard, or, oh, hang on, brilliant. You can use your Navigraph map. Fantastic news. Yes, because once Navigraph release Simlink 2, can you imagine how fluid this is going to be? It's going to be friggin' awesome. Do you know? So we'll have to wait and see. With iniBuilds, you can only interact with the EFB or outside, not together, I don't think. No, I think they were saying you could. But if you can't, you can't. But they need to fix that door because there's no switch for it. Chart access, we've already showed you that. And then we have our options. You have a GNS unit here. So it'll go with either the Asobo GTN 650, I beg your pardon, 650, the PMS 650, or the TDS 650, meaning that we have options for that. You can pop in your SimBrief and then you can pop in your Navigraph. And that concludes that. So we're going to keep it on the map page. I wonder what it doesn't show the flight line. But that's okay. So we're going to disappear the yoke here for the moment. And we're just going to go exploring. It's a really nice panel, right? Real nice. So let's have a look over here. We have our prop de-ice left and right. Windshield panel. That doesn't seem to do anything. Outside air temperature, right? This would appear to be batteries. So it's reading volts of the battery of what? 26? Even though the battery's off. So is it just reading that? Maybe it's just a dead switch reading the battery. That's what it's after, right? All right. We have a turn coordinator, right? Let me see now. We have some DME stuff, VOR stuff. We have a clock, a chrono. You can hear that ticking. Our airspeed indicator. We have two HSIs here, or artificial horizons. And I think the reason for this of having two was because that was a requirement of commercial operation, right, or passenger operation. I have a HSI here, altimeter, vertical speed, and again we have some more. It's an OBS indicator. We have our gear unlocked and also our gear indicator. Emergency gear, that's not modeled. Parking brake, oxygen, our spray panel. This is all modeled and it does work, but this variant, we're not, she's not a spraying model. We have all our engine controls then over here. So we can see we have our torque, prop, ITT, NG, fuel flow, oil pressure and temperature for both engines, and then our fuel quantities. Lovely. What else do we have here? So we have our annunciator panels. Battery's off, so we can't do that in here. We have a audio panel. Then we have our 650 unit. We have our transponder unit. We have our autopilot mode switch. Not sure what this does. We'll have to figure it out. I'm not familiar with that one. Maybe DME stuff or mode switch, right? What else do we have here? Jeez, we've more stuff, look. Garmin KN5, a KN53, that's ADF and OBS and all the jazz. And we have a weather radar. Excuse me, Gesundheit, I had to sneeze. Gadget is here, good to see it. What else do we have here now? Remove this yoke. Can we remove a second yoke? Yeah, we can remove the second yoke. So we have our flap indicator. So we'll test all that with the battery on, right? We'll see what happens. Naughty Gnome, thank you very much indeed. 55 months, buddy. Cheers. Merv, quick question. If money no object, Turtle Beach or Honeycomb yoke, throttle and pedals for Xbox with a view to moving to PC potentially in the future. Good question. Turtle Beach stuff is good. I know that. And it'll work on PC as well. So yeah, that'll be my thinking. Cabin heat environmental controls. It's all modelled. That's a good start. The weather radar, as we say, we have our backup instruments. So airspeed, artificial horizon, altimeter, vertical speed, oxygen, compass and turn coordinator. Far right hand side, the source. Need to check that. Don't know is that for vacuum or otherwise. These circuit breakers are not modelled on the right, but we have enough on the left. There's a friction wheel here. That doesn't work. Look at the textures though, aren't they beautiful? Look at the detailing on the friggin' seats, look. So there seems to be a fair bit of stuff going on here. So in no particular order, well, let's just see, can we get some, let's just double check our fuel here. So fuel in the aircraft currently set at 50%. We'll top it up to 80%, right? And the cargo, I'm not sure if this is working, but we'll bring it up here to about 60%, right? And if we look in the back of the aircraft, let's just see if there's any of this change. Okay, what if we put no cargo in? Is it down by seats? Interesting. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, or if that's going to work, but they did mention in relation to where is this now? Dynamic loading systems based on SIM or EFB payload. So do they mean their own payload? Home? Ground? No. Maybe that's work in progress. Maybe. Vex, good to see you. Willie VR is here. Good to see you, Willie. Hope you're well. As I always wonder if the single engine performance flight model is correct so we can use it for MEP. Maybe. We'll have to check it out. Right, okay, well let's see what happens, right? There's already a good bit of feedback to go to iniBuilds, but let's just see what happens. So we'll go ahead and start with our master battery switch. Nice sounds. What else do we have here now? Fuel boost. We're going to start her on the right side. Normal. We're going to put our prop full. Ground idle. We need to get some external lights, so we'll go nav and anti-collision. There's nice sounds here, isn't there? Fuel heaters or avionics, don't worry about those. So to get a start on this machine, let me see here now. Generator, propeller auto feather, ignition and engine. So ignition right. And it's the same crack with a PT6. The turboprop, we're going to be saying when we engage the starter, we're going to be monitoring our NG. Once it goes as fast as possible, we introduce some fuel. Let's just check the fuel. That's interesting. So is there like, there's no low idle, there's just on or off. Okay. We need to be careful with that. So, right, let us go for a start and see what happens. I think it's this one. Oh, the sounds are good. Okay, RPM is coming up. ITT is still sitting idle. How fast does this go? There's 40. Fuel in. Watch your ITT. Make sure she doesn't peak out. NG is stuck at 40. It sounds great, but we have an issue here, right? That NG should continue to rise. So there's a bug. ITT, very cold. That should have came up to about 600 and then flowed back. Prop scene's fine, torque is fine, fuel flow, that's fine. And then oil pressure and temperature rising, so that's quite good. But I would have expected the NG to keep rising, maybe. Alright, let's go with the left side. Go ahead and turn on the right gen. We'll reset it and turn it back on. I'm not seeing anything here though. And that could be just a draw on the generator, right? So we'll see what happens when we turn on the avionics. Left side is going to come up. Fuel is off. Booster pump. Normal. And we'll go for a start on the left. Let's get a little window open so we can hear it. And let's go for a start. NG looking good. Fuel coming in. ITT rising. Yeah, peak's very low, doesn't it? Sounds are very good. Good start. Gens are now on. Let's see if we bring in avionics, will they jump? Yeah, there they go. Okay, so avionics are now coming on. We'll close this window. Oh, it's Flight Simmer, good to see you, buddy. And you do get that audible change when you close the windows. Now, with the electrical systems, let's just check. If we were to turn off one generator, well, then the opposite generator should be able to take its load, because right now the right generator is doing very little work. So if I turn off the left, the right should increase. So that's not working either. Okay. Draft an email. That's what it's all about, lads. We need to find these things. Alright, so what have we got? Some bugs so far. One. Door control. Not possible in 2024 walkaround. Only via EFB. 2. Main door. Right side. Will not close and not connected with EFB. 3. Electrical. Oh, we'll go startup systems. 3. Startup. NG should continue past 50%. It stays at 40. Number 4, ITT when fuel introduced should peak around 500 to 700, then drop to normal. Number 5, electrical system, generators, if turning off left gen, right gen should take up the difference and vice versa. This is not working. Right, there's 5 things so far. We're going good so far, lads. We are. You're going to find bugs, so like this is all part of reporting back. Hey, we found the following, right? What's this now? Avionics AC. All right. Let's see what we have here. Spray bus. No, we're not going to be touching that. This is off. That comes on. Prop de-ice. Oh yeah, we'll test the prop de-ice. So propeller 1 and 2, and we're getting voltage here. But I'm not seeing it on me gens. And that battery should be like... That'll be dropping quickly now. 6. Prop de-ice. Not affecting gens. Windshield. Again, when we're turning on all these de-ice or anti-ice systems, we should be seeing this. Number 7, de-ice systems, no impact on gens. We're getting there now. Yeah, it's very handy for braking things, 100%. But this is what it's all about. Right, oxygen can come on, landing gear, max speed. What's this now? Oh, that's a little light. Landing gear horn, gear unlocked. That's all grand. Let's keep going. Reset our directional. And barrow. That looks good. Spray unit, not fitted, but it's there. Autopilot is off. Master warning. Number 8. Master warning. Light. Master warning. Unable to reset. Light stays illuminated. What have we got here? That's to do with the fire controls. Torque, prop, ITT, NG, fuel flow. Alright. Now why are these all on? Never mind. Cancel that last one. Here is our GTN import from SimBrief. That's fantastic. Autopilot, transponder, don't know what that does. Flight director. Okay, we probably need to turn on the master switch. Autopilot and yaw damper on the ground. If we were to go heading, autopilot on, and then turn, yoke is moving, left, yoke is moving, autopilot off, autopilot disconnect, no audio warning. We're getting there. Where is this now? Oh yeah, move across here now. So loading that flight. Yes, load the flight. Lovely. So there's our whole flight plan put in. Weather radar, stand by. It's JIT. It's not JIT, it works. Test, standby, or off. Alright, keeping a standby. Comms. Well, it has a memory function here as well. Brightness or comm spacing. Nice. That all looks good. Wait, is there no writing on that one? Right side. Master caution decal. Size is wrong. With the radar, can you tilt it? Good question. Negative. No tilt. You have range, but you can't tilt. It's probably automatic. Cabin heaters, so warmer, defrost, cabin air, or cockpit air. No. Warmer or cooler. Ram air. Okay, that works. Your source selector. Both. What else do we have here? Oxygen is okay. That master caution is a problem because the decal is shagged on it. So that's all okay. Cowl flaps. Push to open. There's our cowl flaps open. Can we close them? Yeah. Cowl flaps work. Keep them open. What else do we have here now? Prop sync, on or off. Autopilot or yaw dampener, leave it off. Flap operation. Takeoff, approach, land. Okay. Can't really hear the flaps. Lovely slats there though. Look at the animation. It's beautiful, isn't it? The weather radar does work, but it's even in the real aircraft they were saying it's very basic, right? So that's what full flaps looks like. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. On the track, look. Alright. What do you want to do here? Map, yes. So I think we're going to check out some of the lighting, lads. What do you reckon? We'll go with the lighting here, shall we? Okay, so what have we got? I mean, you can really go bananas here with the lights, couldn't you? Very nice. Nav lights are on. Taxi lights, landing lights, all our lights. What else do you want here? What's up here that we can mess with? That switch doesn't seem to want to work. Jeez, the lighting is lovely, isn't it? It'll work better when we move away from the airport, obviously, but yeah, the lighting is good. Cabin lighting. Any switches up here we can play with? Okay, so I think we have a switch in here. Cabin lights. cabin light's not working. Max Darling, good to see you. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome in. Alright. Oh, hang on. Is this where we load? No? 11. EFB or sim loading not having impact on cargo. Alright. Bring it back to daytime. Oh, that was bright. Alright, we're going to exercise the old engines here. Let's have a now listen, lads. Alright, let's try beta. There's a bit of beta sound, but not much. Alright, let's see. Take it out of beta. Check the old governor. Governor holds. Prop 0. Governor engaged. She goes back up to about 800 RPM. Governor off. Alright, props back in. Let's listen to the exterior. Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay. Beta sounds are too low. Alright, what else do we have? External lights. So these lights are all on. I'm not seeing the strobe. I'm not seeing the landing lights. There's the landing lights. I don't see a taxi light. Nav and strobe. The strobe is working, but barely. Exterior lights. They're going to be saying sorry for giving this to me. Right. Successful. Let's see how she flies, shall we? So this keeps going back. If I leave it on map, and if I go external and internal, that seems to be okay. Why was it turning off map? Does anyone know? Interesting. Right, we're going to be departing here. Runway 02. So it's going to be taxi on alpha and then back taxi on the active. All our lights are on. Squawk. Function. Altitude monitoring is off. That's okay. Density altitude is working. Flight ID is our tail number. That's okay. Count up or count down. That's all okay. We shall go... That's standby. So we want to go... How do we put this now into... Ooh, now, think, Murph, think. We're on V-lock, so we want to change this over to GPS. How do we do that? How do we change the fields? We'll put this into ETA destination. Estimated time to destination. Wind information on this guy. So we want to change this now to GPS. How do we do that? Autopilot, battery gen. It's in our nav options here somewhere. Let's have a look. So com. Click the top code. So the V-lock button isn't doing anything, look. That's just hitting the screen. Menu. Yeah, there might be a GPS nav button here somewhere. I don't see one though. Let's have a look. What's below the squawk? This guy here, but I don't see how I can... That's a little light stock, right? Nav? Transponder. Wind on ground. Direct to button. Doesn't seem to be a perfect fit, does it? So function, right? Ident, VF4, start, stop. There's no enter button.
Awareness, okay. Feet.
Standby. Here's something.
It's not the plane. It's the pilot.
Ah, here we go. It's over here, lads. Alright, so we have another transponder over here. So you have on, altitude reporting, and then test. Alright, it's over here. Standby, on, or alt. That'll do. Alright, we found that one. Right, we're getting there. Grizzle, good to see you, buddy. Alright, let's see. Off the brakes. It's a beautiful looking machine. Couple of bugs here and there, but you know. How are we for ground handling? We're going to test this now using the rudder. Very smooth. Flight controls. Free and correct. Ailerons look good. Alright. Yeah, I just realised two of them. Yeah. 100%. It looks great. It does look great. Performance is good. Jeez, it looks lovely, doesn't it? It's a beautiful looking plane. Prop animation is nice. So the aircraft is going to be available for both 2020 and 2024. There's a low volts warning here, but how that's going to work? Up. Alright. Good sounds as well. Is there a CDI option in the menu of the Garmin? Didn't see it. Oh wait, hang on. That's what we were trying to figure out. Transponder's ground, but how do we get this onto CDI? Let's see here now. Flight plan default nav. There you go. There you go. Super duper. Alright. Another thing fixed. Yeah, Murph, well done, you fixed it. You big idiot. Ground handling is lovely. It just feels good. Right. So for takeoff, let's have a look at the flaps. No faffing about there. There's one switch and it works. Now, in terms of selecting altitude, how's that going to work? So we have an altitude hold. There's no vertical speed in this. That's a 0. I have a little button over here to move that. The front antenna is painted, yeah. Alrighty. So we're going to back taxi here onto 02. It's a nice place to sit, isn't it? Yeah, we'll throw it into some mad weather here now in a minute.
Approaching 02.
I'm using the VRAS add-on, that's why you're hearing the runway awareness thingy.
On runway 20. 800 feet remaining.
The flight director doesn't seem to be doing much. Let's find out. Yeah, we'll check it out, Mug. 100%, dude. Yeah, we pay for the whole runway.
One 100 feet remaining.
Alright, let's see what happens. That turn coordinator is glitching, see that? Turn coordinator glitches full right, then full left with ground movement. Turn right or left. on ground.
On runway 02. 6,000 feet remaining.
So I've got a brand new Toyota hybrid car today. It plays a weird noise and running on battery, no engine, so people don't walk out. Jesus. Alright, let's have a look here. So, brakes, hold. We're walking, talking and squawking. Power coming in. Watch the torque. Nice and handy on the controls coming up. Torque coming up. Oh, the sounds are savage. Auto feathers holding the prop. Off the brakes. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. 50 knots. 70 knots. 90 knots. 110. Oopsie daisy. Come on. Jesus. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. The nose is so long in it. 120 climbing out, 2,000 feet a minute. That's impressive. Flaps coming in. Yaw dampener. Button doesn't work. Alright, flight director. Heading mode. Autopilot engage. There's no attitude.
Flaps.
You're alright, Jacinta. You're alright. Autopilot off. Let's fix that trim. Okay, trim is good. Roll to the left. She could do it a bit more trim. Trim is a little bit slow. It feels heavy, yeah, it really does. We're doing 160. Don't forget we're loaded as well, yeah? Jeez, that looks great, doesn't it? Look at the state of that. There's a whimmer in the L sound. What are we on? 14 torque. $1,800 RPM. Yeah, like once Navigraph update this, that map is going to be super smooth. Yeah, it does sound weird, but bring the RPM back a bit. Let's see, can we level off here? So if we take heading out, altitude in, flight director in, autopilot, it should hold altitude, which it is. Good. We'll go heading mode. Okay, autopilot's working. Can you sync the props? Yes. They're synced. Speed is good. How would you explain that sound? Sunjammer, good to see it. How would you explain it? Is it like a murmur or something? How do you explain a murmur? What's a murmur, Murph? Yeah, sound loop. Oz Nomad, let's go with that. Sound loop, or what did you call it? Synapation. Slight difference in prop RPM gives sound equal to frequency RPM difference. It's not bad though. Droning, good call. Alright. Speed 180. Let's bring it back down. So what I want to do here, exterior view. Let's look at the gear animation. That's pretty. Gear animation's really nice. It's realistic, but it should have gone away with a prop sync. Yeah. Sounds good though. We're actually in a... We're not a stall, but we're actually losing altitude, look. The autopilot light doesn't work either. Ooh. Look at the trims here, man. Can't get the nose down. Easy. It could do with some sort of it could do with some sort of booster, I think. Prop sync doesn't seem to do its thing. Alright. She's fast though. It feels lovely. It handles really, really nicely. It feels heavy and cumbersome like. Alright, get a bit of altitude here. Easy does it. No headphone simulation. Is there no prop sync indicator? No, there's just a little switch down here. Prop sync phase. Now that could be user error as well, but we'll see, right? Up on 3,000 feet. Look at the performance, man. This thing will climb at 2,000 feet a minute. Alright. Keep her climbing. I want to test some stalls and then we want to go single engine as well, right? It's a rocket ship, man. Look at the climb. Look at the performance of this. Very, very good, isn't it? Wicked Wolf, good to see you, buddy. I love that the tablet is built onto the to the yoke. That's a nice touch. Like the prop animation on the spinner, it's decent. Like 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 feet a minute nearly. Jesus. She's a beast. DJ Seamus, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, the sounds are weird, aren't they? Alright, we're up on 6,000 feet. Let's level off. Easy. Alright, how does she behave in a stall? Let's go nose up. Stall warning already. Hold. Let's be a bit more aggressive with that. Alright, let's hold her here. I'm not really expecting to dip a wing. Alright. Right side coming off. Ah, that's a prop feathered. Alright, what sort of performance do we get? So she's accelerating, single prop, that's level. Just a little bit of impact when it comes to keeping the wings level. Single engine feels good. So single engine is maintaining 150 knots. What's our climb power like? What's your torque? Easy now. So she can do about 1,000 feet on one engine. That's pretty impressive. Alright. Let's start her up again. So if we unfeather the prop. Shouldn't that start spinning? There she goes. Alright, fuel. Get the NG up where it needs to be. Fuel in. And she's regaining. There's a torque. Okay. Recovered. so that's your prop sync on. Prop sync off. I mean, it sounds okay, it's just that droning sound. Alright, let's try this one. Fully feather that prop. It's actually really nice. Unfeather. There she goes. Get the NG back. Yeah, it's kind of fine tuning, so I mean, there is function behind it, it just doesn't seem to be kind of nailing the sound. That makes sense? Could be just a variant as well. But I tell you, it does look pretty. And it hand flies beautifully, it really does. It's so smooth. And it feels heavy, like, look at that. Yeah, it's very nice. Alright, let's regain ourselves here a little bit. And let's test a couple of things. So we'll get a bit of altitude here. Excuse me. There's 2,000 feet. It's trimmed out pretty well. You've been on plenty of turboprops that has the huffling sound that can drive you crazy. Huffling sound, that's a good one. I'll add that to the list. Alright, so what I have so far, let me know if I've missed that, lads, right? So, door control isn't working in 24 walk-around mode, only via the EFB. The main door on the right side doesn't close, as it's not connected to the EFB. The startup, NG should continue past 50% on startup, it stays at 40. ITT when fuel introduced should peak somewhere between 5 and 700, then drop to normal. The electrical system generators, if turning off the left gen, the right gen should take up the difference and vice versa. That's not working. The prop de-ice is not affecting the generators. De-ice systems are not impacting the generators, as in it's not showing the draw, yeah? Right side master caution, decal size is wrong, cabin lights not working, EFB or sim loading not having impact on cargo. Visual. Beta sounds are low, so it should be prop beta. Exterior lights too dim, possibly LOD. Low voltage warning doesn't seem to be working. Autopilot flight director not working. Turn coordinator is glitching on the ground. Elevator trim very slow. Engine sound repeating, and we call it sound loop, syncopation or droning. Autopilot light not working if on or off. It's what you hear on landing when the props are fully forward. If you pull the props back, it should remove that. Yeah. You can't sing, you can't dance, you go a long way. Sounds aren't too bad. It's just a weird kind of whatever it is, right? Right, let's go back to our autopilot. So we're going to say, give me nav mode, altitude mode, and autopilot master switch. Oh, we want alt mode. Why are you climbing like a devil? Nose down there now, Betsy, before you stall us. There's the nose dropping. Oh, why are you trimming up? Easy now. Why is the trim moving? Let's see, will it regain? She's trying to. Like, we're not expecting it to be robotic. Okay, she's holding-ish. Alright, good enough, good enough. I think it's really good. There's a couple of things to fix, but nothing major, right?
Altimeter setting.
Altimeter setting? Oh yeah, 8,000 feet, man, Murph. 299 or 2. That'll do it. Okay, so there's still a tiny little climb in here. Not quite sure. Altitude off. Altitude on. On nav mode. So altitude hold isn't working. There's 20 things. 20 things, Murphy. Jesus. Is there a manual for this plane? Maybe. Cruise climb prop should be 16 to 19. Cruise. Yeah, so what are we at here? We're at 16, 17. No, we're not. 16, 17, 18, 20. You know, we're okay. Ish. RPM 85. Would it be? Torque is okay. We don't touch the condition lever. Now she's zeroed. 8,000 feet exact. Let's go back to our night lighting, because it's good and dark up here now. Let's call it 3 in the morning. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Up you get, you devil. Turn him off for the moment. That's just pretty, isn't it? Also, you guys see that? You can actually adjust the light. How cool is that? That's awesome. What can you do to all of them? Oh, look at that. You can, look. That's real good. I like that. This guy here doesn't want to move. That's a nice touch, isn't it? Man, the lights are very, very, very good. Okay, what about exterior lights? Landing lights are good. Strobes. They're not bad. The beacon is good. Oscillating beacon. We don't have an oscillating beacon. And then if we want to go floodlights. This guy here isn't working. And our cabin lights aren't working either. In actual fact, they're doing shag all. What are they actually lightening up? There we go. Alright, they do work. That guy there doesn't seem to work. The lighting is very pretty, isn't it? Check it out, man. Pretty. Good man, Eamon. Jesus, you did snag that. That's a good price, buddy. Yeah, the night lighting is superb, lads, isn't it? That's really nice. And like, you can move, not all, but most of the lights you can move, look. I like that. That's a nice little feature. Alright. Back into the day. Mind your eyes. Ah, Jesus. It got very bright very quick. So we're on our way up to a place called Torweston. We'll be there in about 20 minutes. It looks very nice, doesn't it? Beautiful. Captain Kenobi, you're very welcome in, my dude. Yeah, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Jeff, I think you're right. Captain Sigbag, thank you very much indeed. 51 months at a tier 2. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Yeah, the strobes are a little out. But it looks gorgeous. Exterior lights, I think I have those. Strobes not working. Red. I don't know what to say now to poor old Linny. It's like I've 20 things, just a few things. Right, that's gone to them. Panda Cam, good to see you, buddy. It is a majestic beast, isn't it gorgeous? And this is just a cargo variant, right? We'll be checking out the other ones now in a bit. I mean, look at the modelling. Look at the texture work. It just looks savage. Like the detail, look. Unbelievable. Cockpit Dev Team, good to see you, buddy. Energizer. I didn't break it. I was thinking about breaking it, but I didn't. Steve Claxon, you take it easy, my dude. Have a great day. It's just gorgeous looking, isn't it? It's very, very pretty. What a machine, man. The reflections, look at that. Jesus, lads. Thank you very much indeed, Captain Kenobi. You're very kind. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, a gorgeous looking plane. And that livery as well. Yeah, career mode compatibility out of the box as well, right? I mean, it's dirt, it's grime, it's used, it's abused, it's everything you want in an airplane. Everything you want. So speed 180 knots, that's at about 14 feet per pound of torque. Interesting. That's 1800 RPM. ITT is up around 5.5. Yeah, man, it's an absolute majestic machine, this. 13 minutes away. The weather here, live weather and time flying over the UK. We're on our way up to a place called Turweston, just outside of Silverstone, where the Grand Prix was on over the weekend. It's very nice. And I love that we have the EFB here. Did we find a bug? Oh, look at this. We can change all of this. Look. Standard, IF4, VF4, or a world map. Okay, so they might have a bit of work to do. Yeah, it needs to, like, reload Navigraph. Uh-oh. Let's give it a second. You're gonna have to buy this one. Yeah, man, that's really nice. Yeah, like, there's some sort of a refresh needed here. It doesn't seem to be coming through too quick. That's interesting. So the standard map is loading in just fine. IF4. It's like it's not talking to Navigraph. Turn it off and turn it back on. Oh no, I've shagged it. Oh, we're live! Right, ooh! So the standard map is working, VF4 was working, but it appears we have broken that. Checklists? No failures that I'm aware of. It's done really well. Like, it really is done well. Here's a bug with the map, and I've just sent me email of. Oh, no! Let's see if it loads in, right? It's trying to load us something. Now, what's our fuel burn? Actually, let's check out the owl. Let's check out the owl. Whatchamacallit? Audio panel. Right, hang on a second. Keep watching. I'll be back in a jiffy. Right, that was the phone call I was supposed to get yesterday. But I got it today instead. Right, Murph is the breaker of things, indeed. Yeah, the map is shagged. I should have told him. I need to tell them that. It's just, it needs to resync. Now, I wonder, is that Symlink? It's doing us something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Easy now. Does not use a plug-in architecture, so no plug-in installation is needed. Right, yeah, TDS support is there, Joe, 100%. Okay. Settings. It's up to date. Give us just, come on, Navigraph, give us the new one, will you? So if I sign out, yes, and then sign in. I just want to see will this restart the owl gadget over here, look. Huh. Echo Golf Hotel India. Okay, so she's now once again talking to Navigraph. So what about me map? No, doesn't want to play. Doesn't want to play. Probably lost connection with Navigraph. Yeah, no, try that. No dice. Like the Symlink version, it's still on version 1, so we can't do much. But look, it's holding our altitude pretty well. Where is this now? It is definitely interesting. Definitely. What do we think of it so far, lads? Like, we're going to be landing up the road here, so let's just go to standard map. Now, what does it mean by standard map? Because this is reading a map from Navigraph, right? It's not really a moving map, but... Well, it is, sorry, a moving map, but it's not doing much after that. So we want to go to Turweston. So where are we at? Okay, a couple more minutes to go. Flights, runways, Turweston. Let's have a look. Oh. 09 or 27. Winds 350 at 5. So 27 is what we're going for. Alright. Love it. Fill a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really nice. Like them bugs, they get those sorted in the update or two. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun flying this. Imagine what this is like in VR, Jeff. Jesus. Look at the detail on the friggin' engines, like it's all dinted and you know what I mean? It's only when you see that you can kind of see other aircraft when they're so perfectly brand new out of the shop, like out of the garage or out of the manufacturer. Alright. And this is just one variant. We're going to check out another one now in a minute. This is the cargo. So we're going to have a look at maybe the Coast Guard one or with the surveillance one. Manual warmer. Defroster is there as well. Alright. VR, the only way to fly, right? That's how I would like to see every aircraft, says Captain Kenobi. Yeah, man. I mean, like, when you see the detail, it is beautiful, isn't it? Like, the texturing is phenomenal as well. It's excellent. It really does have that look of... Wait, can you open the doors mid-flight? Yes. Okay.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Hang on, I broke this a minute ago. So will these actually close now? Right, he's coming home. Ah, yes! Yes, the doors are fixed. Brilliant. Celia's here, good to see you. How are the sounds? Sounds are good, man. Right, we wanted to tune in some radio frequencies here. Right, so what would be... Someone give us a frequency for, like, you know, London Control or something. Do a flyby? I think the sounds need a bit of work. Traffic update is pretty good. Yes, it's pretty good. I'm just trying to find what's... I need a London... what would be London Control? London Control frequency. 129425. That's nav. Here's com. So we're talking 12. Will this work? No, will this work? 129425. 129. So it's not working over here. That's interesting. So 129425. 124425. 129. Okay, this isn't right. Okay, this ain't working. Because my client is picking up something else. Interesting. So that's nav. Jeez, we're getting phone calls all over the place. 1 second, lads. Jesus, let's the phone is hopping down. There's people trying to talk to me from all directions, huh? Right, what was I trying to do? Yeah, is that COM 2 though? Doesn't say it is. 129425. That's not right. Sure it's not. Right, so how do we fix this one now? That's nav, right? Try 127080. No, but what I'm saying here is this is wrong. Because on my client, right, I want to tune into 129425, but I should be on 124425. Yeah? You can't push it. 124850. Doesn't seem to be working. Try the 650. I don't see any comm on the 650. Oh wait, hang on, comm. Now I know what you're saying. So 124425. Alright, so is that comm 2? Alright, that's comm 2, so right, grand. So what do we want for London control? What are we saying? 127080. 127080. London control, November 235 Romeo Mike, radio check.
Firefly 235, house control, readability 5.
Okay, they got us. Now, that's very low. How do we turn that sucker up? London control, fire November 235 Romeo Mike, radio check. It's very low, isn't it?
Firefly 235, Roger, readability 5.
Why are you so low, Betsy? Does St. Tenson's have its own audio? Yeah, she's 100%. Interesting. So the volume of the aircraft is quite loud. I could use this other gadget. They're all on full, Malky. All full. Alright, let's try this gadget. Yeah, no, it does. St. Tenson's has its own volume, but it's maxed. Okay. VHF Volume 1 is saying intentions, right? VHF Volume 2. So if I go... I don't think that works. I don't think that works. I can do it here. London Control, November 235, Romeo Mike, radio check. It does audio ducking, which is good.
Firefly 235, readability 5.
Alright. So the ducking thingy works. That's FS rack, realistic audio control. How many freaking add-ons does one need to have? Also, I've lost the airport. Autopilot off. Right turn. Oh yeah. What runway? 27, wasn't it? Alright, power back. Look at this thing, man. How'd you lose an airport? Listen. I do silly things. This thing is a rocket ship, though. Drop some altitude. No, Gibbo, I think we're all sorted now. Oh, hang on! Gibbo! I wanted in. Gibbo, would just shag off. Me phone is hopping all morning and then you've Gibbo sending me terrible things. Had my first go saying intentions traffic last night. Over 100 planes at Boston. Never noticed a dip in performance, Malky. Yeah, it's incredible. It's very good, man. The Ghost of Bill Lear, good to see you. Murph, you're mad, streaming 24/7. Well, I mean, I'm not really. I stream Monday to Friday and then the odd Sunday. Well, usually Sundays. P.S. Miranda, hello there. Hope you're well, buddy. Right. The good news is, this thing hand flies really nice. And that's a huge thing when it comes to aircraft. There's nothing worse. It can have all the bells and whistles in the world, but if it doesn't fly right, you're not going to fly it. This flies really nice. It feels heavy, it's cumbersome, it's not straightforward at all. And like, this thing can operate as low as 20 feet over the sea. Like, it's nuts. Is that the M25 down there? We'll get down good and low now to see what happens, right?
Altimeter 7.
Oh yeah. Good woman yourself. We'll get down good and low for the crack, because it can get down good and low. Do you know what I mean? Malky, that's savage, man. A 3060 and you're getting that. That's awesome. Easy now. Easy now.
Caution! Taxiway!
It's actually...
Taxiway.
It's actually a road, Susan. I mean, look how steep the nose has to be to, like, not be descending. It's nuts, isn't it? Oh man, that feels great when you're flying it. Beautiful. Right, that's a full bank. That's awesome, man. It feels proper heavy. I love it. Love it. Right. Where did they hide that airport again? It's down here somewhere. Okay, and a little bit of altitude for this, right? 170 knots, man. The thing has all the power. Joe Jones, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, buddy. Right. Where is this now? Runway 27? Is that the grass runway? No. Murph, do you have your loudness limiter enabled? There's Echo 19, the man of the hour. Sound. No. Should I? Should we have this on, Tyler? It's going to be on 2020 as well, Joe. Thanks very much, man. Volume levels. Like, she's fairly up there. So, Tyler, you made our list of things. Now, it could be normal, I don't know. But the sounds, right? See? That's why we love Tyler. Straight into it. Interesting. I look. Sound waffing. I called it feckin' looming, looping, synopting. Jeff called it something very fancy as well. Right. Also, the beta sounds are very low. The prop sounds are wonderful. You know. Beautiful. But the beta sounds are a little bit on the low side. We'll have a look here now when we land, right? Where am I? I'm over here. Turn right. Wrong way, Corrigan. Oscillation. Is that what Jeff said? It was something impressive now, you know. Something better than I said, you know. The sound is odd. He's now. We're looking for a runway. Just look at the weather over the UK today. How come you're getting such nice weather? And we've overcast. Right. That's the sound. And then if I go prop sync, I don't know. Heatwave Murph. Yeah. Right, where's this runway? Oh, it's over here, look. Gibbon says, I have two friends who are sound technicians. One is check 1 and the other is check 1, 2. Ah, Jesus. Well done, Gibbo. Right, where's this runway? Easy now. So Silverstone Racing Circuit is just up the road here, look. It's over there. Could you try a stall? Alex, we already tried. Nothing really eventful. As in, you're not going to get a dipped wing or any of that. It just kind of bottoms out. Alright, there's a runway. Easy now. Man, look how quick the speed drops off. That's incredible. Yeah, dampener off. Yeah, the trim is painfully slow.
Flaps. Flaps.
All right. Look at the angle of attack just to maintain level flight, look. Why did I know Gilbert was going to laugh at that? Interesting. Gear.
Flaps. Flaps. Approaching 3,300 feet available.
Look at this. I mean, we're still descending. Look at the angle of attack. That can't be right. Yeah, flaps his head. Easy.
Caution. Short runway. Short runway.
You're all right, Sharon. We'll get you covered. Easy. Easy. Jesus. You need a lot of work with the out handling on this thing. Bloody hell, Nora. Beta. That's full beta.
1,000 feet remaining.
Them sounds are not right. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard this flight with our esteemed airline. We are thrilled to have you with us today as we embark on this journey from Dublin to London. Wait, what? What?
100 feet remaining.
Jesus. All right. Yeah. Not impressed with that. The angle of attack that you need to maintain is like way off. She saw it coming in. We were like that. That's not right either. Now we have to do a follow-up email. Yeah, I was thinking that, Jane. It's not right at all, mate. Hang on. New email. Jesus. Oh. A few more issues. Flight model. AOA. Too aggressive. Nose up 20 degrees. This is point 21. Now, what was the other one? 22? What else did we find? Ian Fisher, good to see you. Are your fuel levers fully forward? Yes, they are. What else was she doing that we said we better check? The lights we got. It was really just that, wasn't it? This is why products release soon. Yeah, that's like, it's like, in fairness, they did say expect bugs, which is grand. I'm just trying to think now what else we need to do here. What else wasn't working? Oh yeah, door animation. Door animation, pilot exit, broken, mixed objects when door opens. Right, I have 22 items gone to them, right? How does the shutdown sound? Pretty damn sweet. Pretty good, actually. It's very pretty, this, isn't it? Right. End that flight and let's go with a new one. We're going to pick a new variant. What was that? Oh, balls, I never did the thing with the yoke. Oh no, it's going to submit a PIREP that I did a landing of like 333 feet. Yeah, no, we're not doing that, lads. I forgot I was connected. Right. Moving on abruptly. Let's go in here to configure the aircraft. And we can see we have the... So that was the cargo variant. We have a spray pod. Ooh. Actually, check out deliveries as well. So the cargo variant, they have Air Saint Pierre, but they also have Atlantic Airways. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Nice. And a Coast Guard cargo variant. I like that. The spray pod. Atlantic, Cargo, Coast Guard, Marine, RVL Group, or some stripes. Nice. Aerials or Coast Guard now. Yes. So Coast Guard livery, St. Pierre, Atlantic Airways. Should we be getting all these? I think they're all liveries depending on the type of plane. The Coast Guard version looks freaking cool, doesn't it? Variant. Aerial survey. Ooh. St. Pierre. Same. So the same liveries. Except for this purple survey one. Well, that's pretty nice, isn't it? We'll go for the Coast Guard in this, will we? The other one then is a passenger, and then you have the radar version. That's mad. Look at the giant radar underneath it. Look. Jesus. But I think we're going to go with the aerial survey, and we'll go on a Coast Guard livery for the sheer crack of it. And save. Right, so for this we need to be down near the coast instead of Tor Weston, which is in the middle of everywhere. So, oh, look at the weather over here, look. Interesting weather, yes. That's Pembroke, is it? Yes. Harvard West. Why not? Jump in there now, Murphy, and sure, we'll see what happens, will we? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Let's see what happens. I used to love seeing the Atlantic Electras. Oh, yeah. They sold a few of those to Buffalo Airways. Do you remember? It's class, man. Right. Let's see what's going to happen here. Mr. Man. Oh, look at the livery. How's the 406? Really good, man. Airliners Live. Good to see you. Tune in and you're at the airport right next to me mum's. Really? Put on the kettle. That's friggin' awesome looking. Right, jump in here now for a minute. Oh, I don't have my view set up. Bother. Right, hang on.
Runway. Awareness. Okay. Feet.
Yes. Feet. Wonderful things. Airliners Live, hope you're well. Quirksy, good to see you. Right, hang on. Ah, no, I'm after pressing the wrong button, you big idiot. Ah, no. I did. Oh. Go back now, you. Balls. Right, we'll figure this one out together, lads. Put that back. Put it back. And then we wait for this to load, and then we go for the mongoose. Brilliant. The things you have to do, lads, right? Let's see how now. Thanks. Now, mongoose. Here we go. This is where we're going to get our controls all set up and doing the divil, right? And I want to check out this Coast Guard variant. Yeah, I don't know. Did they mention Sim Update 3? They were planning to release it today. I've heard no news about it. I've heard nothing about Sim Update 3. Right, that fixed it. Balls. I need to set up cameras properly. Into the cockpit we go. Go. Okay. Those. Those. One of those. One of those. One of those. One a gem. One a gem. Ooh, look at this. This is all very fancy, isn't it? Can you do that with this? No? Aw. Now, that camera sensor thingamajiggy, right? Invented by the Irish. What that gadget does, it's on a gimbal. And I believe, now I don't know will the gimbal actually move. Who knows? But the idea being is that stays perfectly still as you fly. Jesus, look at the camera down there, look. It's a huge camera. Photographing your life. It'll photograph your soul. Jesus, look at the thing. Right, anyway. Right, so that's the gadget. We can't interact with it though. That's a pity. But we're guards. We're the Coast Guard today, and let's see what happens. So just turn ourselves away from that ground power unit because we don't need him. Yes, yes, yes. And we'll just start off. Oh Jesus! Start off in here. It's all calm. Okay. Now, there's no particular flight here. Now, chocks and pedo cover. Yeah, they're not working at all, at all, at all. Fair enough. Ground map. There's me. Hey, it's working again. Charts and options. Okay. Checklists. Right, let's see what we need to do here. So we will start off, lads, with the battery switch. Nav, anti-collision. Cowl flaps. Musculate on Whinyogue. Our circuit breakers are modelled here as well. If you haven't seen that, pretty cool, right? Captain Sickbag, have a good day, man. Have a good day. What else do we have here now? There's nothing additional in this setup versus the others. Annunciator panels are working. Can't reset that guy. Okay. Ignition. Right. Fuel pump. Normal. Open the prop, fly idle, and go for a start. Sounds gorgeous. Now that should hold at 20%, but it doesn't. Okay. Generator reset. Yeah, the right gen doesn't seem to be doing that. Weird, right? Okay, start on the left. And Jeff, looking good to see you. Sounds are incredible. Does sound mega, it really does. Goose, good to see you, buddy. So we're at a little airport near Airliners Live and near the mum's house, Haverfordwest, which is Echo Golf Foxtrot Echo. So what we're going to do, we're out near the coast here, lads. We're going to be acting the gom around the coast, right? Flaps. Don't say the postcode. It's the one with the yellow door. Brilliant. Now, what are we looking at here? Get in there, you guys. Yes. Oh, look at that. We can use that as a map as well. Nice. Okay. Right, friends. Are we ready? Why is the master warning on? Why not, says you? Alright. How do you know that? Dash? Brilliant. Right, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm over here, look. Right, sounds. The lights are shagged. Off the brakes. Man, that is a cool livery, isn't it? Now, we'll give this scene a bit of, you know, drama. In actual fact, we'll give it a lot of drama.
Approaching 03.
Hang on, I'm playing with the weather.
On runway 03, 4,100 feet remaining.
Now we're talking, right? Yes. Windy as mad. Are we feeling it, lads? We are. Like, right. Oh, yeah. Look at the cut of this, though. That is very impressive. Okay. And Luke? Walking, talking. Not yet squawking. Where was the button for this again? Nope, you devil yet. There you go. Yeah, see, the exterior lights aren't great. They don't really light up the runway, but sure, listen, it'll be grand, right? Power coming in. Yeah, RAS is a separate program. Oh, Jade, look at the lightning in the distance.
Caution, short runway. Short runway.
We're okay, shouting. Upsie daisy. Arms are ready to climb. And a bit of trim thrown in. Murph landed as he took off. Shut up, you. Right, get some trim sorted. There we go. Alright, lads, we're looking good. See the camera moving? Look at that! That is the cat's pajamas right there, lads. It's on a gimbal that moves! That is deadly. Angle of attack is here. Good to see it. Whoa!
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
Isn't it only gorgeous? It's absolutely savage, lads. Right. So in weather, it handles really well. I can't believe like you can get so close to the ground in this, man.
Caution, taxiway.
It's not a taxiway.
Taxiway.
Beast woman. Easy. Like you can get so incredibly low with this, man. This is friggin' awesome. Like Jesus. That was a bit close. it's absolutely savage, isn't it? It's a beautiful airplane. We're sea life, Ian. Yes, microscopic sea life. That's what it's all about. So you can get like a Coast Guard proper variant. This one is a surveillance. Oh man, look at the absolute state of this. That is absolutely gorgeous. Would you look at the cut of it? Ah, Jesus. Amazing. That was the wrong button completely. What button did I use the last day? It actually worked out quite well. Oh. No, hang on, Jays. We've been well finding this. No, that's not it either. Jesus, Murph, where's all your sounds? No. No. Yes. Oh man, that is absolutely gorgeous looking. Crafty Tigers, good to see you. I mean, that's what this airplane is all about. Pick your livery, pick the role, and just go out there, man. It's fantastic. Feels really heavy out of this. She feels good. Hang on now. Ha, 60 knot winds. Now what can we do with the waves? Humidity no, lightning, precip. Add in a bit more precip for the crack. Yeah, they got.
Taxiway.
You need to calm yourself. Pushed way. Right. Like once they fixed a couple of bugs, this is going to be absolutely insane. waves look fairly calm for like the wind speed, don't they? Hang on. That's fairly lively. Oh, Jesus. Easy now. Now you're thrashing. Up you devil you. Look at that for weather. See an option that you can drop in and out of it. I mean, the different roles that it covers everything from cargo, passenger, coast guard, surveillance, but there's nothing kind of droppable like parachuters or any of that. Doesn't seem to do it. It's very pretty though, man. Have they hinted a release date? Not just yet. I've gone back to them with 22 things I found. 22, but it won't be long. Oh, just chase plane is needed, right? Marvelous, good to see it. Like, there's no release date, but the fact that content creators have it, this won't take long. I'd be surprised if it's not released this week. And it looks insanely good, doesn't it? Even that weather, like, I mean, that's proper Coast Guard weather, isn't it? That's what you'd expect them to be seeing. We'll head into the wet and see what happens. That's a weather radar. Let's see what the rain does. Probably, yeah, probably Oz. Yeah, the rain effects are nice, aren't they? Beautiful. Man, it's impressive. Look at that! Well, you know what they say about the Hoff? Don't hassle them. Ah, James, that was brilliant. It's so cool looking, man. And like the detailing they've managed to build into it, it's just incredible. So yeah, no release dates just yet, but let's see what they say with relation to the email. What is that? Caravan park? Like, so when you get this plane, what's your first flight going to be? Is it going to be cargo? Something like this with Coast Guard, maybe? And look, the camera moves, man. That's fantastic, look. If I, like, bank the aircraft, look at the camera. That's very cool. Emails, Murph, emails. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Infidel Fireman, good to see you, buddy. Long time no see, man. See you, man. Welcome in. Cargo or passengers, it'll sit nicely with on air. Yes, it will. Alaskan mail routes, 100%. Yeah, great idea. It's very pretty, isn't it? Look at this, 190 knots, like. Just look at the scenery here. Isn't this gorgeous? Man alive, that is absolutely spectacular looking, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. Like, can we put it down there, maybe? A great plane for shifting contraband, right? It's just class, man. That though. So here's the thing, can we actually put this thing down? on very rough terrain. The wind doesn't think so. Oh dear. Somewhere gentle, Murph. Mind the sheep. We're pretty much caught in the wind here now. Look at this, man. We're barely moving. We're caught in the wind. Easy. Easy. No, she's not liking that. Nope. If we turn this way, the wind is going to be pushing us, isn't it? Oh, look at the waves there, look. Jesus. Yeah, we're in the wind now. We're gone sideways. Alright, turn into it. Our ground speed is almost nothing. It's like flying a chopper, man. Alright, we'll get thrown now with the wind. One sec. Look at that acceleration, man, with the wind blowing behind us. So we'll try this again into the wind, right? Come on, you can do it. This is nuts. Pure nuts. Easy. Easy. That's ridiculous. Easy. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oh dear, there's a big bank. Ah no, look out for the bank. Ooh. Over the bank. Yes. No, yes. Right. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that looks normal. Parking brake on. 8 landings, look. Oh dear. Oops. That's, right. I mean, look at that for a sight, though. It's gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. In this mad weather. That is very, very pretty looking. What's the plane doing there? Nobody knows. Bring it up near the water, look, because the waves look absolutely deadly, don't they? Which way were they blowing? They were going in this way. Ah, yes. Onto the beach. Right? Isn't that absolutely mad looking? I don't know. Chase me props. Feather the bejesus out of them so they don't move. I will come for you. Do you understand me? I mean, that's day after tomorrow weather right there, isn't it? That's nuts. Absolutely deadly is what it is. It's probably better because there's weird like photogrammetry. Isn't it mad? Props for giving it all of that in the wind. Oh, that's insane, man. Back to live weather. Calm it all down. It's all nice and peaceful here in the wilderness. The 406 gets itself a native drink. Fantastic. What an incredible airplane. Bugs, yes. Fixes required, yes. It hand flies beautifully well. I'm most happy about that. I think they've absolutely nailed the modelling on this thing, lads. Beautiful. Sounds, a couple of tweaks here and there, and I think we're going to have incredible stuff. You know. This may not stick with the European audience, but you're in a caravan down by the river now. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. It's caravan in its native setting. But right, lads, that's going to do it for a few hours. I'm back this evening. We're going to be doing some trucking, and I hope you enjoyed this preview look of the upcoming F406, the Caravan II by iniBuilds. No release date yet. A couple of bugs, but they've all been communicated back. So hopefully they'll get working on them and see what can be done before release, and then obviously there'll be a patch shortly after release. That's usually what iniBuilds do. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in and keeping us company for the few hours. And yeah, we're back at 8 o'clock tonight, or 1900 Zulu time, for a return to American Truck Sim. Looking forward to that for the driving, you see. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much indeed, and we will see you a little bit later on. Take care. See what happened to Matty Lonesome? Oh, that was brilliant. Did you see him? Matty, are you okay? Are you okay, Matty? Oh, Jesus. Oh. I rarely use this word when it comes to flight sim add-ons. I reserve it only for the special kind. But like, there's no point saying anything other than, this is shite. It's shite. Like, this, lads. Look at the state of this. Touchdown, nicely done, beautiful. Armin Addict inbound. Careful now, careful now. Pull up, pull up. Beautiful. What a landing. So we've Gregor inbound. Hands. Is Mike Roch in the chat? Mike Roch? That's brilliant. Hey everybody, is there a Mike Roch here? Is Mike Roch here? Think about it now, right? I'll sing it for you.